Right, that was a disastrous landing, and yet unbelievably it's not looking broken. Gimbal is still functioning if I tilt it, and the props, I'll have to check them. I've got spare props back at the van, but the props do not look broken. The arms aren't broken. I cannot see how it bounced down these rocks, landed here, and isn't broken. I mean, that is testament to how strong that gimbal is. So fair play. I mean, it's down here it's not that windy, but that was not a successful hand catch by any stretch. It literally just stopped in mid-flight there. So, but it's amazing. It's living to fly another day. Right, super quick video today. It's one of those learn from my mistakes so you don't have the same thing happen to you sort of videos. Went wrong hand catching the other day. Now I've been hand catching drones for 7-8 years without issue. But the other day, hand catching the Mini 5 Pro, it all went wrong, fell off my hand, and I'd had a real lucky escape because it should have actually smashed its gimbal. It went sailing down to the ground, hit the rocks, went cascading down a rock face and landed on more rocks. So I thought actually a quick video today to explain how hand catching works and what went wrong up there in the mountains so that you wouldn't make necessarily the same mistake. It's quite easy to hand catch. Hand launching is a little bit more fiddly. I'll go through both now quickly. Certainly with the smaller drones, you might want to hand catch if there's no smooth ground, if you're in long grass, or if you've got little dogs running around or children or whatever, anything that might grab the drone and hurt itself. So hand launching, like I said, is actually a little bit fiddly because you kind of really want three hands. What you're going to do is actually balance the remote control in the crux of your hand, or put it on a table if you can, and you're going to hold the drone like that. When the props start up, it's not going to hit your fingers, not going to hit your face. What you're going to do then is, of course, just press the takeoff button. And there we go. So takeoff is easy enough, as long as you don't drop the remote, of course. As I said, you've got to have it firmly in your arm. Landing is a little bit different though. The way landing works is the downward sensors are looking for somewhere flat to land. So obviously you hold your hand out flat and still, have the drone above it, and you're going to have that left stick down. So it's going to be looking to land, and it will see your hand. And as long as your hand is stationary, not moving around, it will say, right, okay, that's a good spot to land. And once it's decided it's going to land, it will go into landing mode and it will start bleeping and it will descend to your hand. But the props will only stop once the drone has stopped descending. And that's crucial. That is the crucial thing to remember, because if you move your hand the moment it touches, then it doesn't think it's landed because it's moving still and it knows it's still going down. So you've got to hold your hand still. It will land, keep it still, and the props will stop. Show you what I mean. So, left stick down, right hand out, flat, beep, there. Keeping the hand still, the props will stop. Now I want to show you what can happen if it doesn't quite go to plan. For that I'm going to move on to the grass, just in case. Go. Coming into land, this time I'm going to move the hand down. Come on. Goes into landing mode. See, the props only stop when it stops descending. And unfortunately, this is the issue that happened up in the mountains the other day. I would normally try and grab the drone, but it was rocking around quite a bit. It's a little bit hard to grab the drone if it's moving around a lot. And I had no suitable place to land on the actual ground. There were too many rocks. So it will only try and land on a flat surface, and the idea is you cheekily just kind of grab it just as it's going into your hand. Just as I tried to do that, a gust of wind came along and the prop stopped just as the wind hit and it blew out of my hand. And I was convinced it was going to have a broken gimbal or broken props or a broken leg. I guess it's testament to how well built the Mini 5 Pro is. It has got quite a meaty protective gimbal, which is on 2 arms. I thoroughly checked it, and I was very, very lucky. It lived to fly another day, but I was expecting either a leg or definitely the camera gimbal to have broken, and amazingly it didn't. So I dodged a bullet there, but next time, what would I actually try and do? If it's really windy, then you do need to try and find a sheltered spot. And the moment it lands, you do need to try and clamp it with your hand and thumb. Cool. So anyway, hopefully that will serve as a lesson to you. Now you know how to hand launch, and more crucially, what happens when you're landing. I did a little members only video for my channel members that have joined my channel and support it. Thank you very much for that. If you want more information on that, you can just click the little join button below. Otherwise, as ever, do me a little favour, do the little thumbs up if you have found this video helpful. Until next time, have fun, happy flying.